Check 1 2 testing. Hello. Hello to the vertical chat. The vertical chat always starts about 10 seconds before the horizontal chat. So we're going to start the horizontal chat. Welcome to episode 1634 dirty tree of a bass guy show. We're here in Casey Pub. My name is Jack and I'm from Ireland. You can see some footage there I filmed last time I was in Ireland a long time ago in 2009, I think, in Dingle Bay. That's right, I went to Dingle Bay. And you're watching a bass guy show. My name is Jack Casey and I'm from Ireland. And it's the last Friday before St. Patrick's Day, so happy frickin' St. Patrick's Day. If it's not Irish, it's crap. So let me know if you can see this. We got a 1 on the chat board from our first viewer, Patrick. His name is Patrick. Can you believe his name is Patrick? So my name is Bass Guy. I'm Jack Casey. I'm streaming live from Montreal. And I'm a bass player and guitar and have a bit of fun and quote comedy, quote music, quote everything. It's a one-person show, so everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Let's take a look at a bass guy show 10 years ago, March 17th.
I shouldn't swear. There could be children listening, and no child has ever heard swearing before. So on another note, I was just about to start the show, and a good friend of mine, Chris, came by. I got something in my eye. My friend Chris came by and dropped off some beers for me, and he told me to drink them on the show. So we're drinking beers today.
So this is 2016, and I'd like to thank my friend for 2 years ago on March 17th, 2016. So yeah, I've been live streaming since 2013. So 13, almost 14 years been streaming live, and I still don't get any frickin' respect. We're gonna have Frankie McDonald tonight at 10:45, and you can ask him your questions. We're gonna be playing some music by Christy Moore. If you didn't ken who Christy Moore is, you haven't lived. A shout out to all my friends in Glasgow, where I used to live for 10 years, a decade. The big fire there by the train station because of a vape shop, and it's awful. So my heart goes out to you guys. I'm going to dedicate tonight's show to the city of Glasgow. Here's the Bass Guy show 10 years ago while I get my shite together. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Stereo.
Happy birthday, Lawrence.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I love you guys. It's been a long year and a half with you guys, and I now have to tell you my big secret.
So I'm wearing my kilt there, playing the bass in my kilt, playing Continuum by Jaco Pastorius. You know, all you kids' favorite young musicians like Weather Report and John Coltrane and Ella Fitzgerald and Joni Mitchell and all those things. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We're live. I hope it's working on the vertical, Pat. If you can give me, oh, you did, vertical and horizontal. Let me know, Pat, if it's working on both. We have you have summertime already. We have Stefan in Slovakia. If we're lucky, Stefan will call in. We'll have Patrick call in from Montreal, a famous Irish YouTuber from Montreal, and Frankie McDonald. You can ask him your questions. So please share this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any social media. I don't have a car. I don't have any friends. But I have this little show, and in my own way, I like to share my music and life and everything I do with you, and you are the show. Anything that goes into the show, I'd like to thank the 5 Patreon members that help. You can always go to bassguyshow.com and you can tip. Or you can join Patreon for $5 a month. And I'm going to focus on my Patreon a little bit tonight later on, because I've done a lot of work on Patreon lately, like a lot. There's hours and hours of new stuff that no one's ever seen before. So if you like the show and you want to help out and you think, hey, you know this whole internet thing where everything's free and nobody pays for anything, and Napster came along and ruined everything, everybody downloaded all the music for free, and musicians used to be able to buy a house in the 1980s. If you were a musician and you worked in a bar and a pub and little tiny venues, you could get a mortgage and buy a house and have a family. Well, all those days are gone. Your dreams have been canceled. If you believe in actually helping a musician who entertains you every single week for 13 years straight without a break, you can join his frickin' Patreon and you get a whole bunch of shite. So thank you for watching today. Welcome everybody. And today is March the 13th. It's Friday the 13th, ladies and gentlemen. And we are live every single Friday at this time. So get a post-it note and write it down. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. So we're almost ready to get on with the show. Everything seems to be ready. And without further ado, I'm going to play you some music. I like to talk at the beginning of the show for the trend. Wait, stop everything. So yeah, all the sound effects, the visuals, everything. I'm just one idiot in one room. I live in a 1-bedroom box under 3 feet under the ground. 1 second, I really do apologize. There seems to be someone knocking at my window, so just a second. 1 second here.
You just won 17 million internet points.
Larry! Don't be shy to share this, ladies and gentlemen. Put this on your social media. Invite your mom. Invite the neighbor you don't like. Patrick, you can actually see BB in this. This is the Montreal St. Patrick's Day Parade. St. Patrick's Day in Montreal, it usually always rains. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. So grab yourself a drink, a kilt. Grab your kilt. Enjoy the sounds of the bells and whatever happens tonight. This is completely improvised live in one take. Sorry, there's something at the window. 1 second. I'm trying to do my show here. So it's a little bit hard tonight. I usually over-explain everything, but I'm actually running 2 shows now. There's vertical and horizontal, and there's different... Larry, can you close the door to the... There you go. So while I'm heavering shite and explaining the show to welcome new viewers, I should mute the. There, that's better. I'm actually secretly getting all the buttons and levels and floor pedals and everything right. So yeah, here's the Bass Guy show 10 years ago, and then we're gonna play some music live.
No, I love you so and so.
Everything working okay, Pat?
No, I love you so and so. And all that you go on, serve the order of the day. All that you know, serve the order of society. No, I love you so and so. No, I love you so and so. Even after all. This is my manner, y'all. Man who feels satisfied. No competition at all. It's got to be beneficial. Don't look for no superficial. Those eyes are gorgeous, girl. I repeat, those eyes are gorgeous, girl. I must advance. Got it rising, sonic fruits, hyperblades, singling rising. I must say again, those eyes are gorgeous, girl. I must advance. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It's not Irish, and it's crap.
Is everything working fine? I'm trying to set everything up still. Sorry about the wait. Oh, we gotta do the start. Okay, Larry, the imaginary producer. Thank you for watching the Bass Guy Show. My name is Jack Casey, and this is episode 34. My family, Casey, is from Dublin. They moved over to Scotland because of the potato famine. How's it going, everybody? From Cork, New York, Dundalk, Gortahork, and Glenmaddie. Here we are in the county of Montreal and Clare. It's a long, long way from here to there. There's the burn and the cliffs of Moira, the Tulla and the Kilfenora, Mike Russell and Dr. Bill, Willie Clancy and No Hill. Flutes and fiddles everywhere. If it's music you want, you should go to Clare. Everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain, jump in a lake. Some head off to exotic places, others go away to the Galloway races. Matty goes to the south of France, Jim goes to the dogs, Peter goes to the dance. A cousin of mine goes potholing, a cousin of hers loves John Nolan. Summer comes around each year, we go there and they come here. Some jet off to Frihiliana, but I always like to go down to Lisdoon Barn. Leave on a Thursday night with my tent and my ground sheet rolled up tight. I like to hit Lisdoon in or around on a Friday afternoon. That's when the Bass Guy Show is playing. The people on the chat are saying it gives me time to pick up my tent and my gear together. I don't need to worry about the weather. Rambling for a pint of stout, you never know who'd be hanging about. There's a Dutchman playing the mandolin, and a German looking for Leon O'Foggin. And there's Adam Bono and Garrett Fitzgerald getting their photo taken for the Sunday World. Finbar and Charlie Hand, they're drinking pints, debate the band. Why wouldn't they, for Jesus' sake? They're not getting it for nothing. hear the music and the songs. Motorbikes and high-ace vans, bottles, barrels, flagons, cans. Mighty crack, loads of frolics, pioneers and alcoholics. Black Spuck and the FCA, Free Nicky Kelly and the RIA. Hairy chests and milk-white thighs, Mickey Dodgers in disguise. McGarts, O'Briens, Pippin Cox, massage parlors in horse boxes. There's Arabs and Burhams and Adams, Arabs and Sheiks and Hindu sheiks and Jesus freaks. RT making tapes and taking breaks and throwing shapes. Is this hell? Is this heaven or is this hell? Who cares? Can anybody tell? Anyone for the last few chalk ices now? Oh, listen, burner. Listen, 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 burner. Oh, listen, burner. Listen, listen. A 747 for Jackson Brown had to build a special runway just to get him down. Before the chieftains could start to play, 7 creamy pints came out on a tray. Shigara was riding Lord Lucan, Sinead O'Connor was backstage cooking, Clenad was playing Harry's game, Christy was singing, Nancy Spain, Mary O'Hara and Brush Seals together singing The Four Green Fields, and Van the Man and Emmy Lou moving hearts and planks. Fan, hey Vince. Everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain, jump in a lake. Sean Doherty goes to the Rosa Tralee. Oliver J. Flagg goes swimming in the Holy See. But I like my music in the open air, so every summer I go to Clare, cause Woodstock, Knock, or Feast of Cana can hold no match for Luston Varna. Oh, Luston Varna. Luston, 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 Luston Varna. Oh, Luston Varna. Everybody deserves a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Frankie McDonald in about 10 minutes. So we'll be right back after this video excerpt of the time I went to Ireland in Dingle Bay.
After all, murder and y'all, even after all, suffering so, you know I love you so, you know I love you so and so.
So let us slowly return to our show. We'll put that on mute. We'll open up. The bar is open. And you don't have to drink. Frankie McDonald, it's all about just, self-control or choice or whatever. Frankie McDonald goes to the bars all his life, every weekend, and he has Diet Coke. Hey, bass guy, my name is Sean from Wyoming. Sean, look what you did. You fucked up my studio. I can't see the chat very well. My name is Sean from Wyoming. Frankie told me to email to come to the show. Can you tell him I said hi and how is he? It's been a while since I talked to him. Since Skype shut down. Yeah, Skype did shit down. I use Skype myself, Sean, for 20 years and all my contacts on it. And I tried the Hotmail, Bill Gates goes to a island, Teams, Microsoft document pad, join the club, and I couldn't do it. It was just too much for me. I just did that whole music with my monitor off. This is what I didn't even notice because I did too much today. I forgot to say at the beginning of the show, the last couple of weeks especially, I've been working my ass off doing this and my Patreon, so please go check out my Patreon. It's free to join. There's a link in the chat and there's a link in the description. Open up another window and do it while I'm talking. You can join Patreon for free. You just have to click the X's whenever it says, are you sure you don't want to help, bass guy? Are you sure you want to download everything on Napster? So I've been working hard on that, and I have spinal damage. I'm in a lot of pain, and lately it's been almost impossible to just get things done, hold the studio together, and we've had an ice storm. So it's been flooding in parts of Montreal. I have to have everything 2 feet off the ground because I got flooded before and destroyed my studio. And it cost me $7,000 to bring my studio back to what it is now after 10 years of building it, so that I can perform for free, because YouTube shadow bans me. I don't get the subs or viewers. I don't get the tip buttons. I don't get any of the help from YouTube. And I've been doing this I've been on and off of this for 20 years. And so I'm moving over, doing my stuff on Patreon because the last 4 months, not one single person from YouTube has tipped. Not one single person has gone to tip bass guy and help out, because I got to pay for things and strings. And as I said very fast before, I was listening to Vinny Cololito. I put on my YouTube, I posted an interview with the drummer from Sting and Frank Zappa, Vinny, one of the world's best drummers. And he said that in the 1980s and before then, a working musician, someone that just played in bars and at the Legion, and your normal working musician in a band, could afford to buy a house and raise a family. This year, I made $28, thanks to the same 2 or 3 people over and over and over again. So please join. While I'm on that topic, I might as well, just say please join my Patreon. I do new videos. I'm doing a whole cassette thing where I'm bringing 100 cassette tapes, turning them into videos from content from 20, 30, 40 years even. Some of them, one of them's 40 years old. It's like 48 years old, I think. And most of them are like 10, 15, 20 years old. You get a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just a way of helping the show, because you just join up and then you never have to do anything. And it's going to cost you the cup of coffee and a muffin or something, So you can go to bassguyshow.com and just give the tip. Just the tip. Or you can, it's St. Patrick's Day, don't worry, the Irish are rich. We've always had tons of money, and we were always treated equally and fairly. We built your bridges and your streets. Oh, it's time for Frankie McDonald. Okay, I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to hook up. Frankie McDonald is coming up next. We'll be right back after this break. Thanks for watching. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. If you have any questions, ask Sky of the Universe. So, like, you can go to the fridge and get a beer, eh? Hose heads. So welcome back to our Bass Guy show. Even though we didn't go anywhere, we're just going to relax now into infinity. I don't know why the chat goes away like that. So now it's going to be the technical part of the show. Sean, I just invited you. I never do that. I've stopped doing that for a couple of years, but you're the first one I'm randomly inviting just to see what happens. And I don't know why the chat disappears like that. So, and every time I start a Zoom meeting, 2 of them open, and then often I send out the invite and everyone's on the wrong one, or regardless of sending them both sometimes. And now it's freezing. So I'm getting let's leave here 1 second. I'm getting everything freezing right now. Zoom did this last week. It does all this fancy stuff and it zooms for you. And I've always wondered if Zoom is the same company as the music audio. They make music audio devices. They must have bought the name with permission, or it's the same company. I don't know. I can't always see the chat. It's very quiet lately. I guess people don't like music. Hello to... Oh, you're actually the first one here. Hello, Sean. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Hold on a second. I gotta change some stuff real fast.
That's okay. I'm having technical problems on my side too when I open up Zoom. It seems to crash. We have Timothy here as well. I wonder if that's Chicago Timer. I don't know. So you said you used to watch the show. Is that correct? I'll let you take your time there and get ready. We need some relaxed time right now, so I'm just going to go to the cabin and chop some wood and feed Mr. Nuts and Mrs. Cardinal. And we're just going to relax. People, if you need a snack, if you need a Friday St. Patrick's Day snack, I advise that you go to your local couche-tard, which is the 7-Eleven here in Quebec, Montreal. You can go to your Circle K if you're in the rest of Canada, and go to the couche-tard and get yourself... Why is the show I'm watching on YouTube is like 5 years behind? 1 second. There we go. So we're having a lot of technical problems, but that's what the show is. I'm one person in my room emailing random people that I've never talked to before, inviting them to the show while doing 18 different scenes with 400 elements, 78 guitar pedals, and a mixing desk with 24 tracks on it and sound effects, doing the bass drum, guitar, and everything. And we have over 1 live viewer. And it's time to relax now, ladies and gentlemen. See, I don't like this Zoom thing. It keeps zooming in weird.
There we go. Hello?
Okay, so welcome to the show. How's it going, Sean? Welcome.
It's going. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah. So
Are you at the couche-tard right now?
No. I live in a... So is that kind of like, sort of like a convenience store? I'm from America, so...
Of course, and I was just talking about that. We have our 7-Eleven here is called the couche-tard, And we're always talking about going to the convenience store because when the whole world closed down, Sean, you guys are you're on the front line of society. You serve the world when there's like floods or World War III or something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I've seen your show before. I think you're, a really great musician and everything, and it's, very relaxing and all that stuff. And yeah, the reason kind of just why I'm like randomly showing up again is well, like I'm a longtime watcher of Frankie, but I used to talk to him on Skype all the time, and he just told me to join the show and just kind of
Sean,
like
I'm listening. Could you put your phone sideways? Is that possible? You'd fill up our. Yeah, there you go. Now we can see you. Welcome. You work at Chop Shop, so that's like a local 7-Eleven, right?
No, it's just a shirt that I thought was funny. I don't know. I just thought it was funny, man. It's like Friday the 13th, so I thought it was funny.
Friday the 13th, St. Patrick's Day. I'm glad you're here, Sean. It's a pleasure and a privilege to meet you. So.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wonder if I've met you before. I think I've maybe just been in your chats, but I don't think I've been on the show ever. So.
Yeah, we've been streaming on Concert Window and then Periscope and then YouTube. So since 2013, I've been doing this.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Has it just been on YouTube that you've been live streaming?
No, I used to live stream on Periscope, and then before that, I was on a little site.
This is Sean from Wyoming.
Hey, how's it going, sir? Welcome to Montreal.
Hi, how are you? My name's Trevor.
Trevor, man, we got Trevor. You're in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
I'm in Sydney, Nova Scotia with the with the one and only Frankie fucking McDonald.
Frankie fucking McDonald. We can swear on this show. It's okay. They're not going to censor everything yet.
Oh, I'm sorry about the curse words.
That's okay. It's the context. It's Frankie McDonald.
It's Frankie McDonald. He's the man.
This is Sean from Wyoming.
Do you think, Frankie, have you ever used a swear word? Don't do it, Frankie.
There no Sean from Wyoming.
So, Sean, you're in Wyoming.
Yeah, I'm from there. I recently just moved. I'm kind of living in Indiana now, and there's been a lot of tornadoes coming through there, Frankie. Like, there's been like over 40 to 50 tornadoes in the United States in the past week. So, it's been crazy.
Can I say bye? Good seeing you guys. Have a good night.
Nice to meet you, sir. Godspeed. See you, Trevor.
But yeah, how have you been doing, Frankie? It's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, it's like ever since Skype shut down, it's just, I haven't talked to you in a while, so I just wanted to say hey, and I've been on Bass Guy's live stream before. I love hearing him play. He's, great at playing. So.
Frankie! Hey, have a great day. This is my friend Sean from Wyoming.
Frankie?
Hey, Sean, how are you, buddy?
Hey, who are we talking to?
Sean from Wyoming.
Wyoming?
And Montreal. You're live on a show right now. You're live on the Montreal Bass Guy show. We have over 7,000 people watching.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, sorry, seven people watching.
All right, whatever. Whoever's watching, hi, I hope you guys are having a good night.
You going to go sing some karaoke at the Black Diamond, ma'am?
Absolutely not. I'm going to have drinks.
Have a wee drink.
Karaoke tonight.
No. Bye, Frankie, and all the world. We're going Euro.
So I'm going to pass the show over to Sean and Frankie.
Yeah, cool. Hey, well, I have a question for you, Bass Guy, and I guess I can ask Frankie. Weren't you saying, is it true, Frankie, that is this the place that you go to?
That's Black Dual Leases in Sydney. That's Black Diamond right here.
And you say that you like to get like a Diet Coke there?
Regular Coke things are great so far. Regular Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I drink so much Coke and so much Pepsi all the time. It's like, I'm trying not to drink as much, but I love it too much. But I'm having this. This is like $1 here in the United States. It's like a sweet tea. But Yeah, it's good to see you, Frankie. It's been a long time.
Long time no see. I'm doing great. So you're on the Bass Guy show now.
Yeah, it's awesome. Have you do you use Microsoft Teams, or do you just mostly use what we're using now?
Then gets the van, they got Pat, they got Bass Guy on Microsoft Teams.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Base guy, do we agree that like Microsoft Teams is just not too good and it was just really hard to use?
Yeah, and not only that, I heard he went to this island far away and did a bad thing. So I'm not really. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't like
Bill
this.
Gates?
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. I mean, me living here, yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here, that's for sure.
Can you
It's like,
imagine? Can you imagine some of these like high tech billionaires not caring about people? I'm just absolutely shocked.
yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us are really that
And
surprised.
high tech billionaires and the current president of the south of the border is they don't care if the people, they care about themselves.
They have underground bunkers, Frankie. Are you going to go to Mark Zuckerberg's underground bunker?
So I think Mark Zuckerberg is trying to make a lot of AI videos in these days.
Are you sure you're not AI, Frankie?
There's me wiggling my fingers. And I'll say hi to Dave Smith, the Winnipeg Manitoba. Hi, Jen Smith, the Winnipeg Manitoba. I'll say hi to the Dave Smith dog Dave, and I'll say hi to Professor Octopus and Lord Octopus of Winnipeg.
Wow, nice hat you got there, Sean. Are you AI, Sean? You look like it now.
There's me wiggling my fingers.
Yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know. AI is pretty interesting. I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about it, bass guy? Like being a musician and everything.
Well, I guess it's a tool and it's how you use it and all that stuff. But at the same time, I kind of like, to be completely honest, I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I'm 52 almost, and I spent 45 years caring a lot, and I didn't get the care back. So now I'm kind of like, well, whatever. Just play some music. Let them do their thing. I'm hoping that the more AI gets bigger, people will miss things like real musicians.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, yeah, things are really interesting right now when it comes to it, and it's just, I've experimented a lot with AI, kind of with, it's just insane what it can do, but I've mostly used it for like kind of coding and stuff, like programming and making games. I wonder if you remember, Frankie, but I remember we used to play like, yeah, well, I would play like Doom and you would like watch Doom as I was playing it. And that was really fun at the time because I loved Doom like so much in those like older games.
Awesome. We also have Frank McDonald just joined the chat, and that is Frankie's dad. Frank is here.
I'll say hi
I've
to
never
my
met
dad,
him.
Frank McDonald. I'm doing great so far.
I had the chance to meet him at the Frankie McDonald's book launch. I met Frankie's grandparents and his dad, and great people. And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
Hey,
that
Monica.
he's not AI as well. He's real. And
Yeah,
Monica.
isn't Frankie's dad a musician too? Like he puts a lot of stuff on SoundCloud.
That's right. You can look up Frankie's dad on SoundCloud under Mystic Mist. And Frankie promotes his music for him. And we have John saying, is that an AI cowboy hat?
Hope not.
Definitely not.
No, but yeah, and I'd also want to say to Frankie, like, I always liked weather since I was a kid too, and I actually, just started. I'm trying to start like a channel myself, like on meteorology, but it's kind of difficult to get started a little bit. But Frankie actually inspires me a lot. Like, I really want to be a meteorologist and kind of learn more about things, so it's just, I think he's a really cool guy.
So, Frankie, do you have any tips for Sean? Any advice for starting his own weather channel?
That means that you have to study weather models and things like this a lot.
Good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah, it's
Here's the website for weather models.
Oops, I had my classical guitar on and it was picking up the whole room.
That's the
Had
website for weather models.
a few technical difficulties today, but we're getting there. The whole world is a technical difficulty now. There's so many buttons and things to press, and it's just like, why can't we just go outside and play with a stick? Tumbleweed.
Those are the weather models.
yeah, it's I also I don't like I was wondering if you had one of these, Frankie. I kind of been trying to collect them, but have you ever seen one of these? They're very popular in America, but I don't know if they're common in Canada. I'm not sure. But these are kind of like the weather radios that we have around here, and
Oh, that's
they're
cool. We have a friend, old friend of the show, like for 10 years. Jeeve is in Oklahoma, and he's also a musician and a police officer. And I'm sure he has his own weather instruments to pick up tornadoes and things like that, right? Where you guys
yeah, and
are.
like over in Quebec, they're trying to get rid of a lot of English over in Quebec, and people are different over in Quebec altogether.
Yeah, we should just get rid of things that people don't like. Get rid of the English. Oh, man. That's social media, man. It's pissing into the wind. Social media. Everyone has... It's like a butthole. Everyone's got an opinion, right?
yeah.
So we have Jeeve here in Oklahoma. What's the weather in Oklahoma tonight, Frankie?
Oklahoma's going to get warm and cold air fighting each other. It's going to be a gigantic storm in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and Timmins, Ontario, where Kinsey Clump Podcast lives. Mark Kinsman's the host of Kinsey Clump, and Jamie Clump's the co-host of Kinsey Clump Podcast.
And Sean, thank you, Frankie, for warning Sky of the Universe and I about the ice storm. He was completely 100% right. You nailed it, Frankie. So Frankie's showing us Sydney, Nova Scotia. He's filming professionally, nice and smooth, using in the lead-in lines and the rule of thirds. Because a lot of people don't realize that, Sean, that when you do YouTube, you're actually doing a thing called photography. It's an actual skill that you're supposed to learn.
Yeah, it's like just moving photography.
How it works, the cameras, the angles, the graphics, the settings, the theme. So it's fun to do. It's a lot of work, but it is fun.
Yeah, like I've actually been using YouTube. I think as early as like 2006 or 2007, but I'm like a younger guy, so I was very young when I first went on the YouTube and started using YouTube. But I've had interest in filming and like making videos since I was a very young kid, and I remember getting video cameras for Christmas presents and birthday presents as early as 8 or 9 years old. And I remember using like a VHS camera back in the day. Like my parents still had one, and
Awesome.
there was like a lot of experimenting with that. But I just love that stuff.
So you're a creative, Sean.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, a little bit, but
and your name is Sean, so that's an Irish name, right?
Yeah. I'm Irish. It's all over the place. Irish.
You got the red hair as well. So I'm Scottish, but my family's from. Hey man, who's this? How's it going? Sydney. Sydney, man, we're in Montreal. Where are you with the hat? Are you guys playing hockey or something? What kind of sport are they playing, Frankie?
They're playing different types of sports.
Wow, everything's happening, Sean. We got Jeeve in Oklahoma saying that there's NATOs. We got John in Florida. We have Frankie McDonald. Jeeve has a good YouTube channel as well, and so does Sky of the Universe and John. Everyone's getting in on the action. Frank McDonald is a musician. There's so many creative artists on the show tonight. It's great.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, I actually just recently got a guitar, so I'm interested in music too. So I think you're like just great, and I think bass is really cool because I love like 80s post punk and bands like The Cure and all that stuff where like bass is very heavily used, and I love that, the way that you play. It's just really awesome, man. And how we were talking about cameras, like your whole setup is awesome.
Oh,
Like I
thank you.
like the did you have some like projection like shamrocks on the wall and stuff?
Yeah, I have a projector. I have two projectors, but they're kind of cheap old ones, so they melt a bit. But two projectors, 6 cameras, 3 mixing desks, 2 or 3 computers, floor pedals. It took me 13 years to get to where I'm to build this. I started out of the hospital with spinal damage, and I found a computer in the garbage, and I built the show to this. So from 240
No, Mark, this is
pixels.
Great, so far. These are my fans.
Hey man, how's it going? Sydney, Nova Scotia. Yeah, well I don't
Yeah,
care
it's-
anyway.
Just imagine somebody starts to host in a nightclub where when a guy comes home from bar and say, "There's a bouncer at the door."
What's the bouncer doing at the door, Sean?
The what at the door?
They'll say, "Can I see your ID, please?" The guy says, "I live here."
Okay, he goes, do you have a permit for this operation, Frankie, at your house?
No.
Okay, you're coming with me because you're under arrest.
The guy wakes up to the next one, he'll say, "Son, the mother and I are getting a divorce."
That's right. That's one of Frankie's jokes. Would you buy a ticket if Frankie went on tour, a world tour, Sean?
Yes. I actually really want to meet Frankie someday, but I'm pretty far away, But, I definitely want to, like, hang out and know.
That means the other guy, Joe Yanni's in Wells, British Columbia, he hosts Meteorological Weather Report Thursday night. Sean, you'll be on Meteorological Weather Report and Joe Yanni before.
Yeah, I remember one time I was on there. I remember I met that guy with the curly hair and glasses, too.
That's Brandon Helk.
And there was also, I think she was a blonde-haired lady on there, too.
Image of Cookie Bailey.
Yeah, I met them like once, and they were really nice people. And isn't Joey also like he's a firefighter in Canada?
He's a retired fighter now. He's playing in the band on April 2nd in Kamloops, British Columbia, on Grotto Nightclub on Victoria Street in Kamloops on April
Awesome.
2nd, 2026.
We have an interesting comment from Jeev in Oklahoma. He's saying that he's glad he learned to play guitar and music before the internet and YouTube. So when we learned music, we had to get a paper route or cut lawns, go take the bus to the city, buy an album, and then come home and learn it. And it was a long, hard process that you had to earn and fight for. And good musicians like to protect their music because it takes decades to learn. And now it's free because of Napster. Everything is treated amazing on the internet. There's just everything all the time, big productions, and everything's just expected to be highly produced and free. It's not cool. Social media makes everybody do everything for free over and over and over. It's called data dignity. You're supposed to own your data.
That means I heard gas prices going up all over Canada and the United States and the world because of the country overseas during conflict.
Do you play any instruments or music, Sean?
I can show you my guitar I just got as a gift.
Awesome.
Like my fiance got me this guitar. I can show it real quick.
Frankie, what's the weather in Sydney right now?
It's cool outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now.
Did you get any ice storm or you got icicles behind you and above your head?
The icicles are away from me.
Okay. You don't.
People are way different over in Quebec, and most people in Quebec don't even make eye contact with each other.
Yeah, we don't look to each other. Nobody looks here, and we just get rid of the English people, and we don't eat food either. And everyone over the age of 7 has their own Tesla. Nice to see you.
Over Quebec, a lot of little children ignoring each other. They don't make eye contact, even little boys and little girls. And little boys don't make eye contact over in Quebec either.
It's because everyone's addicted to their idiot phones. So let's see your guitar there, Sean.
This is it's a Yamaha. And it's
good.
Very beautiful.
My bass is a Yamaha. Yamaha makes really good balanced
and that means
instruments.
I'll say hi to Monica Boyle of Bonaventure, Quebec. Monica's doing great.
Hello, Monica. So do you play guitar, Sean, or are you just learning?
I don't know how to play that well, but I can play Horse with No Name. Like, wait, no, can't play.
also with Zoom, because everything nowadays is like automatic, and the camera zooms for you, and if there's background sounds they cut them out. Like everything is different now. It used to be left channel, right channel, stereo, microphone, different. It's a whole, you go to university to study this stuff, and nowadays they just changed everything so that TikTok works well.
Yeah, I mean, I love how things used to be because, I appreciate like older technology and how older things were done. Like I still, watch a VCR. I love old movies. I have like computers from like the 1980s, like the terminals and stuff. And like,
Oh
I don't
wow,
know.
that's
To me,
cool.
just old tech is like a lot better. But speaking of Yamaha instruments, I also have a Yamaha keyboard that I purchased, and
Cool.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I just love like making sound with it,
That's
and
the best way to do anything, is not know what you're doing. I don't even know where I am right now. And we have Jeev on the wall, who's a musician. We have John, who is a musician in Florida, and he's also a mechanic. And he can actually, so can Jeev. Jeev and John can both open up like Fender amps, and they can fix the diodes and solder and weld things, and they can fix things and make things and all that. People used to be able to open things, understand physics and electronics and science, and then people would fix things instead of wasting them. And those things are still around today. My tape player in stereo is from the 70s, and I'm using it right now to run the show. So
wow.
now everything's plastic, and it breaks within 4 years.
Yeah, I actually, if I make an album, I want to sell it like on cassettes. I think like using a tape recorder would be pretty cool. Like, I have some friends that are also, well, a lot of my friends growing up, most of them are musicians, and like they try to do like the older thing, and I love that. So
Well,
I think that's
later
cool.
on, if you want, Sean, join my Patreon. You can join for free, and I've been working on I have a tape cassette vault, and I'm making all my old 100 cassette tapes into videos. Jeev again has a really amazing comment. You always do, Jeev. He says we never get. He's a guitar repair person in Oklahoma, and he says they never get Yamahas in the repair shop because they don't break. And Jeev, to say that, my main bass, the fretless one I play, I've had that since 1996, and it's never been. I had it fixed once, but that's a lot in 35 years or 30 years.
Yeah, basses are so cool, man. I don't know. Like, when I first got a guitar, it was really hard to pick which one I wanted to get because it was like,
Frankie,
I
are
love
you having fun, Frankie?
Yes, I'm having fun. Just imagine doctor picked up the guy, throw him in the garbage.
Sean, why did the doctor throw the guy in the garbage?
Doctor's just too busy.
What is that?
It's one of Frankie's original jokes. Sorry we jump around, but we're trying to adequate everybody here. So yeah, old equipment, Frankie. I have a bass guitar here from my dad. It's a 1968 Telecaster, and it's been working forever like a tank.
And did you hear about this? Over in Slovakia, Savan's doing great. Savan's 4 hours ahead of me, 5 hours ahead of you for now, till time sprint ahead on March 29th.
That's right, Stefan, our good friend in Slovakia, who calls in sometimes. Sock Cop is a good friend of our show. He's from Mobile, Alabama. Jeev knows him, and so does John. And Sock got me into collecting video cassette tapes. So I got a TV from the 80s, a little one in the kitchen with video cassettes, and I have about 100 or 200 really good VHS films, and they're so fun to watch. The last one I watched was what's it called? Arizona Dreams with Johnny Depp. A great film. Emir Kusturica, I think. Frankie, have you watched any movies lately?
Speaking of today,
oh, let's see that. Let's see Sean for a second. What's that, Sean? I think you got to speak to activate your camera because everything's automatic.
wait, you can't hear me? Wait, let me
You know,
see.
this is not to rant, but I have to. The fact that everything is automatic and you used to be able to control things the way you like it and fix them. Now everything is so automatic. It changes your video, it changes your audio, it changes your clothes, it changes your everything. So so to automate your camera, you have to say something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what happened. Yeah, it's like I have to like show it while I'm talking at the same time, maybe, and then it shows.
Friday.
The 13th.
Jason. John. Jeeve. Frankie. Sean. That's Crystal Lake, right?
And did you hear about this? Over in Quebec, people don't make eye contact with each other at all.
The end of Friday the 13th, the original one, is amazing when the zombie guy jumps out of the water into the girl in the canoe. That scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I love the original one because it's like, you know, and actually what's kind of funny is there's a huge lawsuit with that franchise. They haven't made anything in years because the original creator that made up the characters, you know, like was battling it out with the person that made the hockey mask, Jason. So
Okay.
it's all over the place. It's kind of
Yeah, I remember as a kid, like I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and horror films were like, we didn't even have VHSs, but horror films were a big deal, and people used to, you know, they'd advertise a movie on the weekend, and all your friends would get together to watch that movie at someone's house. We have Jeeve here saying, did I ever tell you, bass guy, that the Sock Cop song that you played bass guitar on, I released on an album everywhere is music release. Okay, so I remember that Animal of the Day, I think it was, and I used to make theme songs with people here and there, and so Jeeve makes music, and Jeeve made a song, and I played bass on it, and apparently I'm on Spotify now, Sean, so you can go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I just subscribed to your Patreon, just like the free one, but
yeah, that's
yeah,
fine. You can just join for free, and then the guilt will creep in over time.
yeah, it's like I just moved, but yeah, I would love to
no, Sean, no pressure at all. I love when people just call in and talk, and this way you're participating in the show, and I invited you to join for free, so you're like a VIP member on.
That means something's going on in Iran. They're fighting over there now. Gas prices going up, diesel prices going up all across North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Oceania.
Yeah, I hope this
thing really high.
I hope this thing doesn't get out of hand, man, because this is like, I have this feeling that everyone's kind of like not talking about it much, because this thing could like go crazy, you know, off into out.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. This is like
that's going to affect all the band tours. That's going to affect the sports like baseball, hockey,
ladies and gentlemen,
basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not AI, and we have another guest here. Frankie is not AI. Stefan in Slovakia.
That means, and hey, Sean, this is Stefan.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sean. Sean, I want to ask you, what is Chop Shop? Chop, is it with me?
It's funny that a shirt that I just found really funny. I'm wearing it in you know, as in a pun for Friday the 13th. If you've seen the movie, you know, it's like chopping away at people. So
all right.
I just thought it was funny.
Come on, go that way, Ricky.
Come on, follow me.
Okay, let's give the microphone to Frankie for a second. Frankie, who's with you?
Stefan and Sean.
I mean, on the street, you have your fans with you.
Just a fan of mine, that is all.
Okay, so
Stefan, we may be related. A lot of my ancestry is from Czechoslovakia and Poland and all those places.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's like my family's
man.
from the really like close part of. It's the border of Germany and Czechoslovakia is where I think my third or fourth great grandfather was from. So
that's
pretty cool.
That's close enough to Stefan, and I used to live near Stefan in Poland. So we all lived in that little part of the world. Isn't life strange like that? At one point, we all kind of lived where Stefan is in Slovakia right now. Even Frankie lived there too, because he's AI. And no, I'm just joking. Are you sure you're not AI, Sean?
No.
Could I see your fingers? Stefan, are you AI?
He has to do it too.
I'm for real, guys. I'm for real.
Frankie, are you AI?
I am not an AI at all. Here's me wiggling my fingers.
See, we like to have fun on the show, so that's why I'm always interrupting, because I just want to make fun and make things happy, you know?
That means the AI's kick up in the high gear in social media, and he says so many AI videos on social media in North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Oceania, even Antarctica.
We have Sky of the Universe, whose real name is Patrick, which is Irish, and he's saying hello, Frankie, Stefan, and Sean from.
Hi, Pen.
Hello.
Nice to be with you in one chat.
Frankie, could you give a shout out to Zellersko?
Hi, Zellers, go. I'm doing great so far.
And not only that, Zellersko I'd like to make a big announcement, ladies and gentlemen, that Zellersko has just won 17 million internet points.
You just won 17 million
Sean,
internet
your
points.
family goes from the border between Germany and Czechoslovakia. Do you have something with Germany or more with Czechoslovakia?
Like, do I have something from there?
Yeah, some ancestors from Germany.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I have this story where I was gonna get it. It's my family still has it. The plan was I was supposed to get this anvil because I think my great grandfather that sailed here to America was like a blacksmith or something, and he brought this anvil, and majority of them died on the boat sailing here to America. It was just him and his daughter that survived, but his wife and about like I think all of his children passed away. But he had that anvil, and my family has it. But yeah, that's one of the things I've seen and picked up before. But I'm sure I have some things around, but it's kind of
Because
hard.
maybe you don't know, but my ancestors are probably more from Germany than from Slovakia.
Yeah, do you know which part of Germany they're from?
Yeah, probably Schwaben, because my great grandfather's name was Stefan Schwabel.
Okay.
Dobrze, bardzo fajnie. Rozumiem moje polskie jest, Sean. Moja kolega Sean.
Are you speaking Polish?
Yeah, I learned to speak a little bit of
Yes,
Polish, and Stefan
BG,
understands Polish.
Yes,
So.
yes.
So how do you say Irlandi, like Happy St. Patrick's Day in Slovakia?
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Šťastný a veselý St. Patrickov deň.
That was so rude, Stefan. I understood that. So thank you, Stefan. And we have about 3 minutes left, so if anybody wants to take a turn going around saying Happy St. Patrick's Day and what you're going to get up to this weekend.
Now, that means that St. Patrick's Day is this Tuesday coming, and this Friday coming up is the first day of vertical equinox, sun aim at the equator.
Oh, Stefan, Frankie, could you say happy birthday to Lawrence?
Happy birthday, Lawrence, and have a great birthday, Frank Dowd.
Say happy birthday to Lawrence in Montreal and get well soon.
Happy birthday, Lawrence in Montreal. Get well soon for Frank Dowd.
Thank you, Frankie. And
Montreal had so much freezing rain on Wednesday, it was really bad. It had snow in Montreal today.
Yeah, we just had a huge ice storm, Sean. Like the whole province turned into icicles, basically.
How cold did it get?
Well, all winter we've had a solid minus 15 or 20, which is Celsius. So I don't know what that is.
How many minutes left to go?
I don't know, but I got that warning a little while ago, I think. But we'll just keep talking, and we'll see what happens.
Would you guys believe that the town that I'm from in Wyoming, the coldest day I ever experienced was negative 39 to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what it would be Celsius, but
Wow, that's cold. That's almost as
Guess
cold as
what?
Yaktusk, Russia.
You saw me on H3 podcast on Wednesday.
Yeah, Frankie has been on H3 podcasts, which
yeah, it's crazy.
that's like they've got like almost 3 million subscribers. They get more views than like most news stations.
H3 has been big on YouTube for years. Like I remember he was very popular even when I was in like high school many years ago. So it's crazy. Congratulations, Frankie, for being on there. You know.
Yeah, so when Frankie went on, the first thing he did was, "Hi, I'm Frankie. Go visit the Bass Guy Show. You got to go to bassguyshow.com, Bass Guy Show." And you did it over and over again, Frankie. I love you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And people help people here. That's what's cool. Like Jeeve had Larry Wellborn on our show, and he was the bass player for Buddy Holly and the Crickets. He called into a Bass Guy Show.
Wow.
And once we were on the Tom Green show, and I got Rick Beato to say my name on his so the lines are connected. This is what Frankie teaches me. Frankie reaches out to everybody and connects everybody and tries to find the right. Frankie is above AI. I think Frankie runs AI, to be honest. Hey, Frankie. See, this is proof. Frankie is the ruler and master of AI and the universe. Stefan, are you having fun tonight on the show?
Yes, less than 1 minute. We will be very soon switched off. So
okay, so we'll start with you, Stefan. Everyone take a turn. You got 20 seconds, and then you hang up. Thanks for calling in, guys.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frank Down. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
see you later, alligators.
Thanks for calling in, everybody.
St. Patrick's.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right. God bless. Thank you, Bass Guy.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for calling in. If I didn't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. We'll be back right after this beer. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to play the theme of the show today. So here's let's just pretend the show's starting now. Here's the theme. Larry, I said, here's the theme. So I'm gonna play one more Irish song and then go. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. I can't find the frickin' start of the show. Here we go.
All right, Larry, let's power up the toasters. Power up the toasters.
It's live right here on the internet from beautiful Montreal, Canada. Prepare your innards for music, comedy, live guests, gimmicks, and more. Buckle up and get ready for a Shaka Springboard Blast Bag.
Thank you to Sean, Frankie, and Stefan in Slovakia, and Pat, and John, and Jeeve, and everyone. Even Zellersko, who won 17 million internet points. I've never done that before. I just wanted to play over that. That was the last recording I ever did in Glasgow, Scotland before I left with one of my best friends at the time, Al Brown, an amazing Glasgow blues player, and more importantly, and I know Jeeve will agree with me, a good person. You need to be a good person. I don't give a shit if you're a great musician. You have to be a nice person first, because people are more important than actors and musicians. And that was my friend Charlie Nogi from Hungary on drums, and another friend on, I didn't know him too well, the keyboard player. But great people. And my heart goes out to Glasgow because they just had a huge fire in the city center and lost like a 200-year-old building. If you stick around, Jeeve, I'll get my dad's Fender out. And I'll play it for you, because at the end of the show I like to ad-lib and just... So I've been really busy lately, and sometimes there's no time to do anything, you know. My town has had no food store for 2 years, and so I don't have a car, so I take the train to go get bananas and fruits and vegetables and stuff. And with my spinal damage, I'm in a lot of pain. But luckily I live right next to the train station. And I love trains. I said, Jeeve Stone, baby. Used to play in the Country Explosion. It was a blues country band from Oklahoma. I said, Jeeves Stones, man. I used to watch him play in the Country Explosion. And those musicians could play, man. They were all older than Jeeve. And Jeeve was the only one that stood up in the band. The rest were like me and sat in a chair. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, real musicians don't play on the internet and stuff. I'm a musician on the internet because I broke my back and I have spinal damage and I'm in a lot of pain. So this is perfect for me. That was the Jeeve Blues. And now I'm going to play a song by Christy Moore, one of the most famous Irish songs in the world. But before I do that, I have to check everything because after, see, I was complaining about how everything's automatic. It's so, I have to say this because I know Jeeve's going to agree with me. People used to be able to fix things and understand how things work. Like you could fix your own car, you could fix your own washing machine. If something broke, you didn't call someone or throw it out, you'd fix it. So you learned about how things worked. And if you learn how things work around you, that you have more respect for them. Like music and musicians, if you actually understood what the frick music is and what people are doing, you might respect it more instead of it just being something in the air that's always free. BassGuyShow.com. Zoom changes my internal sound settings and I have to go like 3 layers deep to go fix it. And then I also have to turn off the Frankie McDonald logos. I was in the, sometimes I'm in the zone, sometimes I'm not. And I forget things. So let's go to a new video by Sky of the Universe, and I made the music for it. And then I'm going to go into Christy Moore and then play the Fender for Jeeve. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Wow, this song is in the same key as the next Irish song. Happy St. Patrick's Day. True, you ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. True, you ride the finest horse I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. When you ride into the night without a trace behind, you run your claw along my gut. One last time, I turn to face an empty space where you used to lie, and look for the spark that lights the night through a teardrop in my eye. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, as light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted. So ride on, see you. Could never go how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never reach no matter how I wanted to. When you ride into the night without a trace behind, you run your claw along my gut. One last time, I turn to face an empty space where I used to lie and look for the spark that lights the night through a teardrop in my eye. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. So there's a song called Ride On by Christy Moore. And I actually had fun and enjoyed playing that. Be right back after this quick message. If you like this show and you'd like to support, visit bassguyshow.com right here with my owl friend, Snowy Owl. And you can click on the yellow tip button. The link is in the chat and you could tip. And you could imagine that. You could actually help support the show on bassguyshow.com. No pressure. Bass guy loves you.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thanks for watching the show, everybody. If I don't see you through the window, I'll see you through the week.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed my little show tonight. The machine is awesome, shredding that bass. Twang, yeah, the fretless has a nice twang. Here's one of Pat's favorite songs. See if you can guess. I'm going to play a little game I've never tried before. It's called Guess That Song. Make it interactive. What song is this? Can you guess what song that is? Song number 2. And that's what AI is, by the way. AI is called stealing. You know how on YouTube everything's copyright and you can't copy anything? Well, what AI does is it takes all of the world's information, takes it for free, and then spits it back out at you and makes you pay for it. So, Vanilla Ice took that bass line. Under pressure, ice baby. So I guess Pat's not here, but this first one is Paul Simon. Heels on the bottom of her diamond shoes, I think. And it's Vokitu Kumalo from South Africa on fretless bass. He didn't know that, well, no one told him that you don't slap on a fretless, but he did. You can call me Al, but the other one was... Wow, my monitor was off the whole night. I have a big bass amp, and it's been off the whole night. And I was trying to say before Frankie called that my effects pedal was on like a synthesizer thing for the first whole half of the thing. Have you heard of Off the Wall by Michael? Of course I have, yeah. I don't know it. I used to know this stuff, and there's a whole bunch of stuff I used to know and I forgot it, and I like to jam. But I get in these moods where I could either play forever or I could stop. Damn it, I forget the last part. I know your dad, Mike. Great guy, great musician. Welcome.
You owe the companies nothing. Less than nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They owe you. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. There's nothing more dangerous than someone who wants to make the world a better place.
Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to.
Hello live viewers, hello to the viewers in the future, and hello to all the people in the past. Now you can join a Bass Guy Show Patreon for free. Free. There is nothing to lose, and there are hundreds of videos not seen anywhere else, with less censoring, no advertising, behind the scenes footage, new videos every week, and more free and funky content. Join free now on patreon.com/BassGuyShow. The link is near you right now. Perhaps I am a robot voice, but I do dream of electric sheep. Thank you for your time. Press #penguin to connect to customer services. Hello live viewers, hello to the viewers in the future, and hello to all the people in the past. Now you can join a Bass Guy Show Patreon for free. Free. There is nothing to lose, and there are hundreds of videos not seen anywhere else, with less censoring, no advertising, behind the scenes footage, new videos every week, and more free and funky content. Join free now on patreon.com/BassGuyShow. The link is near you right now. Perhaps I am a robot voice, but I do dream of electric sheep. Thank you for your time. Press #penguin to connect to customer services.
A big hello to all the people out there surfing the adventurous waves of the internet. Has anyone got any Friday snacks on them? Perhaps a trip to the 7-Eleven corner store for some cheesy puffs. People on the chat board, please tell us what part of the world you are in, what is currently to the left of you, what kind of environment are you in, and what is the most cozy safe place you enjoy. This robot message was brought to you by the number 17 and the word umbrella. Okay, Larry, cut.
Nothing in the world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Nothing in the world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Nothing in the world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Nothing in the world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent.
All right, Larry,
in the world
let's
is more
power up the
common
toasters.
It's
Thanks
live
for
right
watching.
here on the internet from beautiful Montreal,
Take care. Bass Guy
Canada.
loves you.
Prepare your innards for music, comedy, live guests, gimmicks, and more. Buckle up and get ready for a Shaka Springboard Blast Bag.